Isfahan is a city that feels like a living museum, yet it breathes with the rhythm of everyday life. Located in the heart of Iran, and often described as half of the world because of its beauty, culture, and historical depth. Traveling to Isfahan is not just a journey across geography. It is a journey across centuries, where every street, bridge, mosque, and garden tells a story shaped by empires, artists, engineers, and ordinary people. As you enter the city, the first impression is balance, a harmony between grand architecture and human-scale spaces, between history and modern movement, and between spiritual calm and lively urban energy. The roots of Isfahan stretch back more than 2,000 years. But its golden age came during the Safavid dynasty in the 16th and 17th centuries, when Shah Abbas the Great chose it as the capital of his empire. This decision transformed Isfahan into one of the most advanced cities of its time, designed with careful planning, wide boulevards, gardens, bazaars, and monumental squares. Unlike many historical cities that grew randomly, Isfahan was shaped with intention, and that design philosophy still defines how the city performs today as a cultural and social space. At the center of Isfahan lies Naqsh-e Jahan Square, one of the largest and most impressive public squares in the world. From a design perspective, the square is a masterpiece of urban planning, perfectly rectangular and surrounded by architectural icons that serve different functions: religious, political, and commercial. The Shah Mosque, with its massive dome and intricate tilework, dominates one side, while the Sheikh Lutfullah Mosque, smaller but more refined, sits like a jewel opposite it. The Ali Kapu Palace rises with elegant balconies that once allowed Safavid rulers to watch polo games played in the square below, and the entrance to the Grand Bazaar opens into a maze of commerce that has functioned continuously for centuries. The performance of this square as a public space is remarkable even today. It is not frozen in time or limited to tourists. It is alive with families picnicking on the grass, children running freely, street vendors selling snacks, and artists displaying their work. This blend of daily life and historical grandeur is one of Isfahan's unique selling points, showing how ancient design can still support modern social interaction without losing its identity. Isfahan's mosques are not only places of worship, but also examples of advanced engineering and aesthetic perfection. The use of blue and turquoise tiles is not random decoration. It reflects deep mathematical precision and symbolic meaning. The domes are designed to amplify sound naturally, allowing a single voice to echo clearly across vast spaces without modern technology. The patterns on the walls follow complex geometric rules, representing infinity and the divine order of the universe. Yet they feel soothing even to visitors who may not understand the theory behind them. This ability to communicate beauty on both intellectual and emotional levels is part of what makes Isfahan so powerful. Moving beyond the square, the city reveals another layer of design excellence through its bridges, especially the Si-o-se-pol and Caillou bridges. These are not just structures for crossing water. They are social spaces, dams, and works of art combined into one. Si-o-se-pol, with its 33 arches, stretches gracefully across the Zayhande River, creating repeating shadows and reflections that change with the light. Caillou Bridge goes even further, designed as a gathering place where people sit, talk, sing, and enjoy the sound of water flowing beneath them. Even today, locals gather here in the evenings, proving that the bridge still performs its social function centuries after it was built. Zayhande River itself has always been the lifeline of Isfahan, shaping its agriculture, gardens, and urban planning. Traditional Persian gardens in Isfahan follow the concept of paradise on earth, using water channels, symmetry, shade, and greenery to create a sense of calm and balance. These gardens were designed not just for beauty, but for climate control, reducing heat and creating comfortable microenvironments long before modern air conditioning. This environmental intelligence is a key technical aspect of Isfahan's historical design, showing how sustainability was integrated naturally into architecture. The bazaars of Isfahan are another essential part of the city's identity. Walking through them feels like stepping into a moving system that has been optimized over centuries. Narrow passages keep the temperature cool, high ceilings allow air circulation, and skylights provide natural illumination. Shops are organized by craft, carpets, metalwork, spices, miniature paintings, and textiles, making navigation intuitive even for first-time visitors. The performance of the bazaar as an economic engine is impressive, supporting thousands of artisans and traders while preserving traditional skills that have been passed down through generations. Isfahan is also famous for its craftsmanship, especially its carpets, which are considered among the finest in the world. These carpets are not just decorative items. They are complex products involving design planning, material science, dye chemistry, and months or even years of manual labor. The patterns often reflect the architecture of the city, with medallions inspired by mosque domes and garden layouts. Owning an Isfahan carpet is like owning a piece of the city itself, woven with history and human effort. Another unique aspect of Isfahan is its cultural diversity. Over the centuries, Armenians, Jews, Muslims, and other communities have lived here together, contributing to the city's richness. The Armenian quarter of New Julfa is a clear example, featuring beautiful churches like Van Cathedral, which blends Iranian architectural elements with Christian iconography. Inside, frescoes cover the walls, telling biblical stories in a style influenced by Persian art. This cultural fusion highlights Isfahan's role as a crossroads of civilizations and ideas. From a historical performance standpoint, Isfahan has shown resilience. It has survived invasions, earthquakes, political changes, and economic shifts, yet it continues to function as a major cultural center. Even after losing its status as capital, the city retained its importance through trade, art, and education. Today, Isfahan is home to universities, industries, and a growing tourism sector, proving that it has adapted without sacrificing its core identity. For travelers, Isfahan offers an experience that is both educational and emotionally engaging. You do not need to be an expert in history or architecture to feel the impact of the city. The scale of the buildings inspires awe, the details invite curiosity, and the atmosphere encourages slow exploration. At the same time, those who seek deeper understanding will find endless layers of meaning in the city's layout, symbolism, and engineering. Food in Isfahan adds another dimension to the travel experience. Traditional dishes like biryani Isfahani reflect the city's royal past, rich, carefully prepared, and unique to the region. Tea houses scattered around historical sites provide spaces to rest, observe, and connect with local life. The hospitality of the people often becomes one of the most memorable parts of the journey, as visitors are welcomed with warmth and pride in their city's heritage. In terms of modern infrastructure, Isfahan manages to balance preservation with development. Roads, public transport, and services support tourism. While efforts are made to protect historical sites, this balance is not always easy, but it is part of the city's ongoing story, showing how an ancient city can continue to perform in a contemporary world. Isfahan's visual identity is another strong selling point. The consistent use of color, symmetry, and proportion across the city creates a sense of unity. Whether you are looking at a grand mosque, a simple courtyard, or a bridge at sunset, there is a recognizable aesthetic that ties everything together. This makes Isfahan highly memorable and visually powerful, ideal for documentary storytelling and travel exploration. The city also carries a philosophical depth that sets it apart. Persian poetry, philosophy, and art are deeply connected to Isfahan spaces. Many sites feel designed not just for function but for reflection, encouraging visitors to think about time, beauty, and human creativity. This intangible quality is difficult to measure but easy to feel, and it is one of the reasons Isfahan leaves a lasting impression. Traveling to Isfahan is therefore not just about seeing landmarks. It is about understanding how a city can be designed as a complete system where architecture, environment, culture, and daily life support each other. It shows how performance and beauty can coexist, how technical mastery can serve human comfort, and how history can remain relevant without being trapped in the past. Each step through Isfahan reveals another chapter of a story that continues to unfold, inviting visitors to become part of its ongoing journey.